All right, so let me show you how I just lined up a $10,000 payday on a real estate deal I didn't find myself, and how I made it a win for both me and my coaching client that's all the way across the country. Now, here's the crazy part. I didn't fix the property. I didn't flip the property. I didn't market the property. All I did was send an email to a cash buyer that I knew may be interested in this property, and then I walked the property just to make sure it made sense. Let's get into the details. What's up, y'all? It's Jamel Gibbs, your family-oriented entrepreneur. Welcome to this video. So here's what happened. I have a client who's in Seattle, Washington, and he's been marketing to get his first real estate deal going. Recently, about a week and a half ago, right before I went to the beach with my family, he contacted me and said, hey, I got a potential deal. Can you take a look at it, see if it's something that we can move forward on? So he sent the details over to me. And after running the numbers, we found that the property is worth about $130,000. Now, before he contacted me, he put this property on the contract for 70 grand already. I immediately told him that that was too much money. But before we asked for a price drop, I said, let me drive by the property. Let's look into it a little deeper and see where we really need to be. So I drove by the property with my wife. We took a look at it from the outside. We immediately saw that it needed some work. My guesstimate from the outside, without stepping into the property, is it needed about $60,000 in work. Now, again, comps are showing 130. Property needs around $60,000 in work. So I went back to him. I said, look, I think this property is a great property. I think it's a great deal. I just think you offered a little too much and you have it under contract for too much money at this point. Then I immediately asked about the seller's motivation, and I started looking for a price drop in order to be able to make the deal make sense. So he told me that the seller has terminal cancer and his brother is just trying to sell the house and move back to Milwaukee so that his brother can die in peace. And he just wanted to get rid of the house. And I said, I would love to help this seller out. Unfortunately, we can't overpay for a property and lose our shirt on the property. So in order to make this deal happen, I need to walk through the property with the seller, with the seller's brother rather, in order to be able to see what really needs to be done inside the property. So I set up an appointment to walk through the property with my contractor, Danny, as well as myself and the seller. We walked through. Danny came back with a $60,000 number, and that was about what I said the property needed from the beginning as well. So I immediately contacted my client and I said, look, we're going to have to renegotiate this agreement in order for this deal to make sense. So he said, what do you have in mind? I said, it needs to be at $40,000. He said, I don't know if the seller's going to take that because I already signed the agreement at $70,000. I said, let's give it a shot. All he can do is say no, or we have to back out of the contract. So he went back to the seller. Lo and behold, the seller took the deal at $40,000. And that shows the importance of understanding the seller's motivation. The bigger the problem is that you can solve, the more money you'll make, the better the deal you'll get. The bigger the problem the seller has, the more motivated they are. That's why it's super important when you're negotiating with these sellers to really find out why they need to sell. Not why they want to sell, but why they need to sell their property. Because then that opens the door for you to be able to find a solution that can help the seller while still allowing them to max out the money that they can get on the property given the condition of the property. We went back to the seller. The seller agreed to the $40,000. And once he agreed to the $40,000, all I did was send an email to a cash buyer who I knew may be interested in this property. And without seeing the property, within 10 minutes, I kid you not, he contacted me and said, hey, would you do $50,000? I was asking for 55. He said, if you could do 50,000, I'll close it in a few days. So let me recap this deal for you one more time. $130,000 house needs $60,000 in work. Was originally under contract for $70,000. I told my coaching client that was too much. We needed it at $40,000. We got the property under contract for $40,000. I immediately sent an email to a buyer who was already lined up, and he offered $50,000 sight unseen. Literally a $10,000 payday lined up without ever stepping foot into a property. He never came to Greensboro, North Carolina. He never saw the property in person, never met the seller. Literally did it from his laptop and using a phone. I know recently I've been putting out a lot of content on how anyone can get started investing in real estate without a ton of capital, without experience, without a license, without even owning a property. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want you to see that there's a lot of different ways to make money. Real estate is a really diverse investment vehicle, and you can make a lot of money doing this. This business absolutely changed my life. From a kid who grew up in the projects, started the real estate business back in 2002, and now doing what I really want to do. And I know that it's possible for you as well if you're willing to put in the work. It's not an easy business. I'm not here to tell you that it's easy. Real estate will provide you with the time and the freedom and create the opportunities for you that you want out of life. You just got to be willing to put in the work and take action. Now, if you want to get started, if you want a copy of my free joint venture agreement that I used in order to be able to get that $10,000 deal, in order to be able to make that happen, be sure to check the link in the description box. It's going to be under partnering up with investors. Download the agreement. There's a free video that comes along with it showing you how to use the agreement, but also click on the link below that. There's going to be an opportunity to pick up my Laptop House Flips ebook. When you pick up that book, I will literally walk you through everything that you need to do in order to accomplish exactly what I discussed with you in this video. This is not rocket science. It's a simple business. And if you understand how to put buyers in front of deals that they want, you can make all the money that you want in this business. Learn how to find the right buyers, learn how to find the right people with the deals, put the two together, make money. This is one strategy that you can use in order to make money in real estate. Whether you're looking for immediate cash, if you want passive income, if you just want money from huge flips, the world is your oyster when it comes to investing in real estate. You just have to know what you want, what your goals are, and then go after it. I'm here to help you. Be sure to ask any questions that you have below. Tap into my community. Tap into the resources that I provide. And more important than anything, you have to take action. You can sit on the sidelines all you want, but there's real people out here making real money. Are you going to be the next one? That's a question that you have to answer yourself. I know this is a different type of video than what I normally put together, but I just wanted to share some encouragement with you on this video. I wanted to show you that this stuff really works. I've done a ton of videos with coaching clients that have made money under my supervision. I've done a ton of videos showing you my deals. I would love to do a video with you. Are you going to be the next one to get out there and take action and come on my channel and share it with the world? It's up to you. But before you do that, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and leave a comment in the comment section saying that I'm the next one. Talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.